good, YouTube? It's your girl Sadie's B, aka the FX Inspirer, and I am back with another banger. As y'all can see, y'all getting two bangers same night, back to back. This one will probably be uploaded in the morning, but still, we getting it in. Um, this video I'm gonna go over the 5K phase one. Yes, I know y'all. It's been almost 2.5 months of being in phase one on the 5K, but I just have not been putting big risk on that account. But I definitely plan on upping the risk so that we could go ahead and get phase one completed. So in this video, we're gonna talk about Euro Chrome. Um, we're gonna talk about the EU sale limit that I canceled, and I forgot to mention that in the last video because I had also got into that trade on the 10K account. Well, I placed the sale limit on both accounts, but I just forgot to mention it in the other video, and I also forgot to mention the EJ buy limit that I had on both accounts as well. So since I did not talk about that in the last video, I will mention that in this video today. And I'm also just gonna go briefly over NAS and US 30. Since I just broke that down in the video before this. So if you have not seen that, you can go back and watch the one that I just uploaded before this one, right? So starting off with Euro knock or Euro Chrome, we ended up getting taken out at break even, which is a bummer. I cannot remember when we got in, but I showed all of this in 2 videos ago, I believe. Yeah, I think it was like 2 videos ago. So you can always go back and watch it to see exactly where I got in. But I ended up getting taken out on Thursday, as you can see with this big bearish engulfing. It came and knocked me out at break even. And in the very last video, before the one that I just recorded, I talked about how I thought that we were going to get a pullback, but I honestly thought that we would stop here. And as you can see, before I knew it, price had just melted straight through that zone and hit my stop loss. So not really looking to get back in this one right now unless it can show me that it can hold this purple area here, because if I go to the weekly time frame, and I go from low to high, as you can see, we technically still sitting between the 50 and the 61.8 weekly levels. So if we can hold that and create some type of bullish momentum here on the daily, then I will potentially get back in, because honestly, we didn't really do much besides come back and retest this trend line. I honestly should have put my stops here if I wanted to move some of the risk off the table instead of going break even, because this is, see, this is the last higher low that we created. And so technically it was still valid for price to come back towards my entry, because the higher low sits, let me see how many pips that is. The last higher low sits 57 pips. I guess that's how you read that. I don't know how to read that one. I ain't even gonna hold. 57 pips to the downside, right? Hey, I'm gonna keep it authentic. You know what I'm saying? I didn't understand how to read that price movement, so I ain't even finna act like I did. But anyway, yeah, so I really should have just moved my stop under the last higher low, but it is what it is. I'm stopped out, so yeah, it's all good. If we can hold this trend line, then I would definitely look to re-enter this particular period. But as of now, I'm not really interested. So yeah, that's that. And if we go look at EU, I don't remember my exact coordinates, but it's all in the previous videos. I know I had another sell somewhere around here. I feel like it was like right here. My stops was like right above here, and I was looking to come here. It was something like this. Like I said, I don't know, I don't remember the exact entries, but y'all can always go back and look at that. And as you can see, if I just bar replay this really fast, um, on Wednesday, we actually did tap it, but when I was looking at price here last Tuesday, and I saw that it had pushed up, let me just draw the line so y'all can see. It literally got that close to my entry. We're gonna see how many pips that is. It was literally like 6 pips away from entry, and I was like, oh man, EU gone. Like it's not. I don't think it's gonna come all the way back up and hit that sale limit. So I just went ahead and took it off. But as y'all can see, the following day, it ended up shooting back up, and so it would have tagged me in, and we would have been from here about 77 pips in profit right about now. So I'm a little sad because I want a little higher risk on this sale limit. And like I said, I entered this on my 10K account as well. And yeah, it it's over now because I took it off, man. I took it off, but it's all good. And I'm still in this one right here on my 5K, and you guys will see this trade when I go to MT5. But it was such a small position that I think it's only up around $9, bro. Literally like $9, and we 90 some pips in profit from this entry. So yeah, it is what it is though. It is what it is. So let's move on. So NAS and US 30, we already went over it. Like I said, literally just went over this. So it ain't really too much to say. I just wanted to show y'all now that the market is actually starting to move. Um, Same thing, just kind of waiting to see if we can get some type of pullback into the 61.8 and 50% area. And if we can, I'll probably set me a sell limit here tonight. Stops above this high, and then I'm gonna target my 1 to 2.5. So something like that. But you guys will see in the next video if I got into that trade or not. And US 30, same thing. Like I said, just wanted to show y'all now that the market is actually starting to move. If I can get some type of bearish closure on the day, come tomorrow evening, then I will be looking for some type of retracement to continue to the downside. But I'm not really seeing nothing right now, so I'm gonna just have to let this one play out. Show me by the end of tomorrow what is what, and then I'll make a decision from there. So you definitely will hear about it in the next video. And ICAD was another one that I did not talk about. I actually had a sale limit on this as well last Thursday. So I pretty much saw that we were creating lower lows, lower highs, lower low, lower high. So I was expecting that we would get a new lower low. I saw that we had this dark cloud. We pushed above the previous day's candle, was not able to like sustain that bullish momentum, and so we ended up closing back down, and we closed about 50 or more percent of this candle. And so I did the same thing that I usually do. I took my field high to the low, looked for an area that it could potentially retest, and always, you know, me always looking between the 61 and the 50%. And in this case, I would have been better off doing a 38.2. However, they still didn't hit that either. I'm just now realizing that it didn't hit 38.2 either. So yeah, it got about 13 pips away from my sell limit. And as y'all can see, price from here has moved about 40 pips. So it's all good. I actually went ahead and deleted this. So I will watch to see if price wants to come back up here and potentially create another lower high before it continues to the downside. But I do see ICAD getting to 85, 87.5 um, to come back and meet these lows in this previous resistance and all of that that sits in this area. So what else did I not talk about in the other video? Oh, the EJ buy limit. Um, I probably still insert me getting into these or like setting the limits if I still had the videos. If not, then y'all just won't see it. But literally perfect, man. Perfect, perfect, perfect. I literally talked about this in the video before the last one I just recorded, and I pretty much, was looking for price to come back between that 50 and 61.8. Y'all already know this. And my entry was actually, I think, like somewhere like right above 160. It was like 160, 80, 083 or something like that. Can't remember the exact coordinates, but as y'all can see, tapped it literally perfectly. And then just started back in a direction that I was looking for it to go in. And it is currently up 86 pips as we speak. So yeah, y'all know I'm a little sad. I really am. I still see it getting to 162.5. Um, yeah, so I'm not gonna do too much breaking down because I already broke this down in the previous videos. And let me see if I can potentially find somewhere else to get in. Maybe if we can get a little deeper pullback to about here, then I might try again. Get my long position in the middle of that. I will put my stops under this new higher low, as y'all can see. Just a little bit under there, probably about 90 pips, 85 to 90 pips, and then take it here, and then still my 1 to 2.5. So that might still be an option, and you guys will see in the next video if that happens or not. So yeah, like that's really all I got on this one. I feel like I done pretty much updated y'all on everything, and I will be doing weekly forecast for things that I'm looking for. That video will be uploaded tomorrow as well. So yeah, y'all got some bangers, just back to back to back. Um, but yeah, I'll show y'all the P&L and show y'all the MT5, and we'll get out of here. All right, y'all. So here we are in the dashboard, 5K phase one. We got to get through this, y'all. We got to get through it. It's been 76 days. Here are those trades that I broke down and talked about. So I'm going to go ahead over to MT5. All right, and here we are in MT5. I only got this one trade open. Remember I told y'all it was such a small position. We only up about $8. The history, the break even, the loss on US 30, and me closing NAS 100 early. So yeah, y'all see that 7777 down there. But yeah, so still on it, but I definitely plan on putting some bigger risk on this account this week if the setups, are there. But I will keep y'all updated. And yeah, once again, I hope everybody has a great trading week. All right, peace, family.